Have you ever met a woman who seemed completely untouchable? She's confident, graceful, maybe even married from the outside. It looks like she has it all figured out. But the truth, most people don't see what's really going on beneath the surface. Because sometimes the women who seem the most taken are the ones who feel the most unseen, most unheard, most untouched on the level that actually matters. And that's where you come in. Not as a disruptor, not as someone trying to take what's not his, but as the kind of man who sees what others overlook. Because there's one thing you can say, only sentence, that's more powerful than compliments, charisma or charm. A phrase that speaks directly to her emotional hunger, one that bypasses her mind and goes straight to the place she's been protecting for years. And when you say it, not to impress, not to manipulate, but with calm, grounded truth, something inside her shifts. She starts to feel something that scares her and excites her, and just like that you're in her thoughts, even if she can't explain why. It's not about breaking rules, it's about breaking through emotional walls that no one else even sees. So if you've ever wondered how to leave a lasting impression on a woman who seems unavailable, untouchable, or emotionally closed off, keep watching, because what you're about to learn isn't a line, it's a mirror. And when you hold it up the right way, she won't just look at you differently, she'll feel you, and she'll chase that feeling again and again, whether she's married or not. Welcome back to Stoic Paradox, where we explore the quiet power of presence. The kind of presence that doesn't chase, doesn't convince, and doesn't perform because it doesn't have to. I'm Amelia. And if this is your first time here, let me be very clear. This channel isn't about tricks. It's not about trying to win a woman over. It's about becoming the kind of man who naturally draws her in because of who he is, not what he does. And today's topic is one of the most powerful conversations we've had so far. Because I'm going to share something that most men never realize, that sometimes a woman who seems completely out of reach, the one who's married, the one who seems taken, the one who wears a ring but carries an invisible weight, she's not looking for someone to pursue her. She's craving someone who sees her, not the version she shows to the world, not the title, not the role, but her beneath it all. And if you know how to show up with emotional clarity, with honesty, with grounded confidence, you can say just a few words that ignite something inside her without crossing any lines, without breaking any rules. Because this isn't about betrayal, it's about truth. It's about resonance, and it's about becoming the rare kind of man who reflects back the version of her that she's forgotten she is. So in this video, you're going to learn what to say that makes her feel seen and safe, why it works on such a deep level, and how to use it in a way that's ethical, powerful, and unforgettable. This is for the man who's done trying to impress and ready to start making an impact. If that's you, hit the subscribe button right now, turn on notifications, and give this video a like, so more grounded men can find this message. Now take a breath, get still, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you connect with women forever. Let's dive in the phrase, "You don't have to pretend with me." The power of this phrase is in its simplicity, but don't mistake simplicity for weakness, because it's anything but. You don't have to pretend with me. At first glance, it might sound like just another casual comment, but it goes far deeper than surface-level words. Think about it for a moment. How many times do you hear people say, "I'm fine," when they're not? How often does someone hide behind a smile, a facade of confidence, or the title of wife, girlfriend, or partner to cover up what's really going on beneath the surface in today's world? The pressure to be perfect, to always have it together, to never show weaknesses higher than ever. And most women, even the ones who seem the most confident, often carry a weight that no one sees, a weight that says, "I have to be everything for everyone," a weight that says, "I can't show any cracks in the armor, or I'll be judged." But deep down, there's a part of her, Sometimes a small, quiet part that yearns to let go, to drop the mask, to be seen for who she truly is, and to feel safe enough to admit, even if only for Amit, that she's not perfect. And that's where you come in by simply saying, "You don't have to pretend with me." You're doing something most men never even think about. You're offering emotional safety. You're creating a space where she doesn't have to be the version of herself that everyone else demands. She doesn't have to play the role of this strong, independent woman who can handle it all in that moment. She can just bits a phrase that cuts through the noise. It's not about flattering her. It's not about giving compliments or chasing her validation. It's about humanity. It's about saying, "I see you for who you are, not for the role you play. You can stop pretending with me." Now, why is this so powerful? First, it acknowledges the emotional exhaustion that many women feel, but rarely admit that pressure to be perfect, to be the ideal woman, wife, or partner, by offering her the chance to drop the mask. Even if only for a second, you give her permission to be vulnerable, something she might not even realize she craves. Second, it sets you apart from the crowd. Most men, especially those who are chasing or trying to impress, are constantly looking for ways to get her attention. But you're offering something far rarer: emotional honesty. You're letting her know that you're not interested in her performance. Her masks are her best foot forward. You're interested in the real her. And let's be honest, that's magnetic. When she hears this phrase, there's an emotional shift. She'll feel seen, heard, and understood in the way that most men never take the time to make her feel. She'll feel like, for once, she doesn't have to be on guard, and there she'll remember you. Not for what you said, but for how you made her feel. The beauty of this phrase is that it's you to go beyond surface-level attraction. You're not trying to impress her with flashy words or desperate attempts for attention. You're connecting with her soul. And that kind of connection is irresistible. But here's the real secret. The reason this phrase works so well, especially with a married woman or someone who seems emotionally unavailable, is that it doesn't force anything. It's not about pulling her away from her commitments or trying to create drama. It's about showing up with emotional clarity. A clarity that says, "I'm not here to chase you. I'm here to offer you something real." That's why when you say, "You don't have to pretend with me," it doesn't push her away. It brings her closer. It taps into something she's been craving, but hasn't been able to express why it works. So why does the phrase, "You don't have to pretend with me," carry such immense power? Why does it resonate so deeply, especially with women who seem emotionally guarded, or even those who are married? The answer lies in human nature, specifically the need for emotional authenticity and safety in our world today. So many people, especially women, are expected to wear a mask to perform a role. They have to be the perfect wife, the perfect mother, the perfect partner. But behind the scenes, they often feel disconnected from their true selves. They hide their real thoughts and emotions, worried they might be judged or misunderstood. They pretend for the sake of expectations, for fear of vulnerability. This is where the magic of this phrase happens. You're offering emotional permission. You're giving her the opportunity to step out of her role and simply be herself, without the pressure of performing, by saying, "You don't have to pretend with me." You're telling her that it's okay to be raw. It's okay to let down the walls, to show her real self-flaws. And all this is deeply reassuring in a world where people often try to impress. You're offering acceptance. You're telling her, "You don't need to be perfect around me. You don't have to play the game." And that's an incredibly rare and attractive quality. But it's not just about offering her space to be vulnerable. It's also about the energy behind it. When you say this phrase, you're not just speaking words. You're showing through your tone, your body language, and your presence that you're comfortable with your own emotional reality. You're secure enough in yourself to hold space for her. You don't need her to be anything other than who she is in that moment. Women, especially those emotionally complex situations, like marriage, often feel isolated in their experience. They long for someone who sees them as whole, not as the roles they play. This phrase offers just that. It tells her that she is enough right now, as she is how to use it. So now that we've established why this phrase works, let's talk about how to use it effectively in your life without crossing boundaries. Of course, first and foremost, timing is everything. Don't just drop this phrase in the middle of a casual conversation. Wait for the moment when she seems to be carrying emotional weight, when you can tell she's holding something back. Maybe it's in a quiet, intimate moment where she's been more reflective or distant than usual. Perhaps she's been talking about her own struggles or frustrations, but there's a sense that she's not fully opening up. That's the moment. That's when you want to offer her the space to breathe. And when you do, say it, be present. Don't rush, don't sound rehearsed. Say it like you mean it. The power of this phrase lies in its sincerity. You're not trying to manipulate her. You're not trying to gather to fall for you. You're simply saying, I'm here for you. You don't have to be anything. You're not with me. You want to say it calmly, with your voice low and steady. Let your body language reflect that you're truly at ease with yourself. Don't appear overly eager or anxious. Your stillness and grounded presence will communicate more than words. Body language is a huge part of this. When you say it, let her see that you're not just offering words, you're offering emotional space. This means maintaining open, non-threatening body language. No crossed arms, no fidgeting, no distractions. Eye contact is key here to look at her. Not in a way that feels intense or confrontational, but in a way that's gentle, like you're trying to connect with her on a deeper level. Another way to use this phrase is in private, intimate moments, when the two of you are sharing something personal or vulnerable. Perhaps she opens up to you about a tough situation she's going through, whether it's something in her personal life, her marriage, or just her own emotional journey. It's in these moments that you can gently introduce the phrase, offering her a sense of peace and validation. You're letting her know that she can trust you without judgment, without performance. And trust is what most women in complex emotional spaces are craving the most when she feels the trust. It leads to emotional openness. The golden rule: don't push one final word of advice. Don't push her. The key to using this phrase is to understand that you're creating space for her to step into. You're not trying to pull her in or convince her to open up. You're simply offering her the freedom to be vulnerable and honest. Let her come to you in her own time. But when she does open up, she'll never forget it. The trust, the authenticity, the freedom you gave her to be her true self, that creates an emotional bond stronger than any charm or manipulation ever could. If you found today's video helpful, powerful, and maybe even a little eye-opening, don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss a chance to learn how to show up in your life with the kind of grounded presence that attracts the right people and the right energy into your world. You don't want to miss the other videos we have coming up that will help you deepen your emotional intelligence, attract the right people, and truly start creating the life you deserve. But more than just subscribing, I want you to take action. This isn't about learning for the sake of learning. It's about transformation. It's about embodying these insights, integrating them into your life, and seeing real results. So here is my challenge for you. Start using the phrase, "you don't have to pretend," with me. Watch how it changes your interactions. Notice how it shifts the energy when you speak it, and pay attention to the emotional impact it has on the people around you. When you offer that kind of emotional safety, the trust you create is irresistible. But remember, This isn't about manipulation. It's about showing up with an authentic presence that others can feel. And I'd love to hear your stories. Have you tried using this phrase? What was the impact? Drop your thoughts, experiences, or even questions in the comments below. I genuinely enjoy reading through your feedback, and I'm here to support you as you implement these powerful tools in your life. If you found this video valuable, give it a like because it tells the algorithm that you're ready for more content like this. It helps get these messages out to men who are done chasing and are ready to become the kind of grounded, powerful presence that women can't help but be drawn to. And if you're someone who feels like you're always being overlooked, misunderstood, or just caught up in the endless chase, don't worry, you're not alone and you're not broken. The shift you need is already within you. All it takes is the courage to start showing up authentically, and every step you take toward that deeper, more, and present version of yourself. That's the real power. Remember, true attraction isn't about tricks or games. It's about presence. It's about showing up in your life with honesty, with grounded confidence, and with the emotional clarity that tells the world, I am enough and I don't need to prove it. 21. I appreciate you being here today, and I can't wait to continue this journey with you. Keep your head high, stay true to yourself, and as always, stay grounded, stay real, and stay paradoxical. Until next time, Amelia signing.